Hey guys, how's it going? We're on to the next one. After a minor defeat on the last one, that means I have no choice but to win this one or I lose this campaign. And for two, it means this mission is going to be more difficult. So, with that in mind, I need to be a lot more careful. It's my first time looking at that, but I have read through the briefing a few times. Well, seems like I've got a good amount of guys to cover this amount of area, so maybe this mission will be a little bit easier than that last one with those stupid bunkers at the top of that hill. Well, I'm going to get to the setup, which is Born to Watch, so I'm going to go ahead and skip that and see you guys in a few seconds. Hi, I hope you had a nice few seconds while that transition went through. So I'm set up. Now, these look like clusters because they are. Because of course they are. Because I'm punching up at the entrance. So, basically, breakdown is this. 2 squads. Okay, well, I guess I should break this up, actually, just in case somebody hasn't played this mission before. I have 2 companies. 3 platoons each. 2 squads of men per platoon, so 6 squads of guys. That's what I'm dealing with here, with, you know, some support change here and there, whatever it be. So, 1 platoon is going to go along this. 1 platoon's going to go along this, while 1 stays back to cover. Just to occupy this field. That's my first turn. Big deal. I know it's going to be fine. Same thing here, except it's a little bit different. It's cover fire from here. Base of fire teams here. 1 platoon, and then 2 platoons are going to head out. 1 here, 1 here. Very, very simple first turn. Very easy. Easy to organize what's going on. Basically just going to get moving, get our foothold outside of the spawn area, and we'll move from there. Most likely I'm going to push this way, come through here, spread out along, I'm thinking along this, and if I have a demo team, which I do, looking at it right now, each squad has a few demo charges, I'll probably blow through here and fight my way up around, swing here, grab this one. Once I have this point from this side, I should be able to swing around up here and grab this one as well. Though the main objective here isn't actually to grab points, it's to kill as many Germans as possible. So, I'll be worrying about that too. I actually have battalion command out here. Would this be the battalion command? I believe so. Either way, I think that's up from company. Let's run it. So this is going to be a short one, as you can already see from the timestamp. So you already knew it was going to be short. But I've got to go here in like 20 minutes, so I'm going to play about that long. Fun, fun. It's foggy. I should have checked the conditions beforehand. I'll do that now. No wind, perfect, but it is wet and it's light rain. Okay. Smoke is going to be easy to throw because of wind, but it's going to go away a little bit quick because of the rain. Footstep noises. I like that you, from this position, you can see. I like that. That looks cool. I'm gonna grab a thumbnail. Alright, I have a thumbnail for this video now. Okay. So, what do we need to move? Guys are kind of in position. You guys are on the way. It looks cool to play without the squad dots. Kind of makes me think of them less as units and more as individual men, unless you look at this blob of people. This isn't a blob, this is a line. These guys are like ants. Alright. So, with another platoon pretty much in firing position, it seems. squad. Tune bounding is what I'm doing here. I'll leave the order back here. What a mess of people. It'll get sorted out as time goes forward, of course. So now... I really should be moving more this way. I don't know if there's any ways through here, but I definitely should do that instead. Let me get rid of all of these orders from this squad. Sorry, this platoon. I'm actually going to send these guys more up along this way. What I'd like to do is send these guys more this way. That way I can send this platoon out here, because I don't really want to send these guys this way. There's nothing out here that I care about. So I want to send this company this way, so I need to file these guys more over to the left so they can find some room. So I'll put that squad there, this squad there, so where these guys were originally going to be. I'm curious, platoon leaders have radios? Yes, they do. That's good, then I can lead most of these guys sitting still. Alright, let's see. Is that about it? I think so, let's run it. This game is quite enjoyable. I wish it ran at a higher frame rate. I record in 60 FPS, but obviously the game drops a lot of frames. And I have a pretty decent rig. It's not, you know, man. Mud makes you move slow. I say mud, it looks like water, but it's pretty clearly supposed to be muddy, flooded terrain. God, that's gonna tire these guys out. We're setting up. Look at this. This looks cool. Look at that. Look how many guys are mobilizing right here. At the quality. Now it still does that weird pop in even with high quality. That's alright. Okay. Back on the unit markers. things are falling into place. They just take a long time to get through this mud. I didn't think there was a door to that. Checked first. Yeah, seemed to have a pretty good, well, maybe not a good, might just be the tiniest bit too low. I don't like that this map, no, you do. I don't like that this map is shaped uphill. The fog should help with them not being able to spot movement. The Germans, that is. As I'm the attacker, I care more about fighting up close and fast than getting shot at as I'm running up. I'll move the next platoon out now. Basically just the same exact move order for all of them, but they're on the road now. Other than that, we'll continue our turn and wait. What's going to be problem spots on here is what I need to be looking for. I'm thinking this is going to be a hard area to contest over. Lots of woodland. This is a good little ambush spot. So I'm probably going to move through here. I might not. I might blow everything. Got 2 demo charges there. 2 there. 2 there. 2 there. Like all my squads get 2 demo charges. That's quite a lot. I probably should just make safer back approaches than going hard up front. We'll see. It's already coming to an end here. Sucks because I have that early game excitement going on where things have still not gone poorly yet. Make no mistake, they're gonna go poorly at some point. Wonder why you're out of contact with Dog Company. Tune leader. Oh, he's moving, that's why. It takes so long along this stuff here. Better than going through this. Because I could have blown here and set up out here. This is a bad position to fight from. Plus it's far from the objective. Need to let everybody tire up a little, or sorry, rest up. That's the exact opposite of what I need to do. This game is so incredibly unique. There's nothing like it. There really isn't. This has given me a greater appreciation for combat than I've ever been able to have. I've always known more of what's going on in combat than a lot of people seem to, just because I've always paid more attention to it. I've read a lot of books. But actually having to make the decisions yourself really makes you start thinking about things that you've never considered before. I can't imagine having to do this in real life, because this whole thing is starting me off here with one simple objective, but in reality, they had to get these guys here to begin with. I mean, the logistics of everything. But I guess that's war. War is pretty much 100% logistics. it's not 100%, but it's like 98% logistics. Probably go for one more move here, set up the next one as I like to do, and then end it. Okay, as I've got guys who are in position now, we will hunt up, that's not, let me turn off the trees. Hunt up all these positions. Quick peek. Okay. So I've got everything organized. I appreciate that. I love the red command lines. I can't imagine playing this game with that off. I don't know why that's not on by default. It is so useful. Because you don't see them in game, you only see them when you're actually giving like orders and stuff. And it's really important to know whether they're in command or not. Okay, so here I'm confident enough to crawl up to this. But it is going to be crawling. That's not crawling. It's funny that I say that and then do the exact opposite. I like to minimize my chances of being seen as much as possible. Let's get down. Gotta see what position would be most valuable for the officer. I would say that right here is a good spot. Now at the same time, gaps in this, I can't tell if that's a gap or a break in the texture. Best by doing that. So my reasoning on moving this a little bit farther over, because I would like room for the other platoon. But I think I'll get this platoon filling in these gaps here. Not yet though. Slow goings right now, everybody's still getting in position, everything's still getting figured out. Sorry about the background noise if you could hear that truck. It's winter and I love the cold and keeping my window open, so I do. Alright, let's run it. and set up the last turn. Well, this is the last turn. Let's set up the turn for the next one.
Keep moving forward! Keep going! Let's go! Keep moving!
Okay, better take time to think about it. There you go. Pop it. Hup, 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 hup. And you're off. Braces. And this was a gap. Perfect. I'll push them forward to here, and we'll have a good little 2-company line set up. Alright, this is going good. Say that, I've made it about 10% into the map and things are going good, so great. I haven't even encountered contact yet. I really don't have a right to say that. But I did. Is that a hole right there? I can't tell. There's like some gaps in the textures. Like I'm pretty sure that's a gap in the texture. I don't know if you can move through that. That's a pretty big gap if it is one. But then there's some areas where like look at what the gaps look like. Look like this. Or like that. Those are pretty obviously and pretty severely gaps, not little tiny things like this. I guess the way to check is to go, say, scout team, see if you're able to move through that. I don't think so. In fact, I'm going to definitively say that's not a hole. Yeah, that's what I thought. See, holes in the line always fall on it being not on the tip like that. See how the square that it's on, the tile that it's on a corner? Usually, or not usually, every time I've ever seen one, it's always a position you can actually put your guys straight on. So that is not something I can go through. And I will blast through it. Seconds. I've heard that's a secret to be able to get him to fall back right at the end. We'll get that platoon through. We'll push this platoon up to here. Push this platoon right behind them ready to go once these guys pour through. At the same time, I think I actually will send this company out along this and blow it and move through. That way I don't have to be funneled out of one thing. That way I can have 3 spigots. One here, one over here. And then I'll have been pushed up to the railroad. Then from there, we'll see what's next. But for now, all that matters is setting up the next turn. That I will not play here. So if you want to see more gameplay, you can go ahead and quit. If you want to watch the next couple minutes while I ramble and set up, you can. I respect you if you do. That should mean a lot coming from me. My respect is important. He's able to talk to him just by yelling. That's funny. Guys are in radio contact with the head commander, but not with Dog Company. What's the reason for that? Why would you not be in contact with Dog? You are, so you guys just must be moving over there is what it is. Well, Dog Company is going to secure position probably to one of these little mud holes. Company command's gonna have to get nitty gritty, but they gotta be moving up. So, sorry guys. We'll be alright, you'll survive. I'll probably leave battalion. I'll pull him over here. Don't think I'm going to really be sending up battalion command. But I think I should keep him relatively close to the troops just in case he does somehow get fired upon. Alright, well that's that. I set it up, I kept it to about the time I said, I rambled. All in all, it's definitely one of my videos. It hit all the checklists. Other than me complaining about this game. It hasn't had that. But yeah, I'll see you in part 2. Hopefully we have some contact then, and hopefully it goes well for me. Bye, and see you in the next one.